Alrighty, so this is the aftermath of the microburst storm that we had, and it took down the front side of this Bradford pear. I kind of expected that to happen. Last year at the end of the year, the storm we had took the back off that Bradford pear, and so I got to get this cleaned up today. It broke. I don't think this limb broke with it. I think this one broke and pushed that one over and took that lower half with it. So we're gonna have to do something about that. Yeah, the first video we posted, we left for dinner at about 8:30. And I had the other car parked right here, and I just happened to like at the last minute we were about to leave, and I was like, let me pull it down a little bit just to be safe, because the wind was starting to pick up. And sure as shit, had I not done that, I would have crushed that little Corolla. So that one broke. There's a couple more up the street that are broke. Got a bunch of little limbs. And the canvas building, the front one, I didn't use the anchor post that it gave you. It gives you the little corkscrew ones. I went and bought some of the, I call them, they look like the posts you put in your yard to tie your dog to, like the runner lines. And they got a big steel post, and then like I don't even know what to call them. Little just welded on rectangle pieces of metal on each side so that it catches the ground better. And I used those instead of the screw down ones, and it held it, thank God. This is the one that broke on me last year. And if you look at it, it's leaning. Ain't got nothing on this side anymore to help hold it up, and when that thing goes, it's going on the house. I know it will. And then over here in Steve's yard, that limb came out. This tree up here, and this one did too. Both of those hit the dirt. To be honest, I expected a lot worse. But in the building, when we got back, had walked away from the post. See, there's the stakes we got in the ground there. And the posts were lined up evenly with right here, and it had pushed, and I guarantee you this thing was just a rocking, because it was all twisted out of position. So, but yeah, I think another one's falling down there in the wood lines, but it's not important. And blew them little seed pods off that tree over there all the way over into this yard. And they're still green. It's not the time of year for them to fall yet. So, if any of you guys watch Musty1 on YouTube, he's a pretty cool guy. He's had the same thing just happen, but I lucked out. His landed on his camper. Say hey, buddy. So, hey, Paco. His landed on his camper, and they lost power for a while. He posted his videos of their storm that hit them the other day and yesterday. So he cleaned up around his camper, got it out, and they're gonna mulch up them trees. we're gonna save these. They'll probably be, I don't know if they'll dry in time this year, but we're gonna chop the big limbs off and then cut the trunk up into pieces and split it for firewood for the winter. So yeah, this is just what we're dealing with currently. Like I said, sorry Paco. It could have come out worse. So, like I said, I'm just glad I moved the car when I did. Because had I not, we'd be in trouble right about now. So, but Bradford pears, they're well known for breaking. Honestly, I've never seen any Bradford pears this big. They usually don't make it this far. I was shocked when I saw how big these were, because we haven't been in this house a little over a year. But they get right up about 3 foot tall, and then it starts splitting off into, the trunk splits off into pieces instead of growing solid like a pine tree does. And the limbs branch out, and when they get heavy they just break off. So like I mentioned, that one broke last year, and this one was broke before. You can see it broke on 2 sides. This side broke and had to be cut, and then the front side broke, and it broke all the way down to the bottom. Had to be cut out. So this one just needs to come down. There ain't shit left to it. And this one here in the middle is the only one that's still all in one piece. So I can go ahead and tell you, probably in the next couple storms, this one's gonna break off right here, because the other ones grew pretty straight, but that's the curved one. And then the big curved one on this tree was that one, and it didn't make it. So I don't have a chainsaw here that's worth a damn, so we're gonna run to Dad's and pick one up and try to get started clearing some of this back.